split up and find it.
Guys, it's here. Cut there.
Coming into a job where I get to play with guns and drive cars and shoot at insects and things. It's great. Yeah. Can't wait.
Hi, Karen. Hi. Hi, I'm Gavin. I'm the visual effects supervisor for Framestore. This is the creature as it's passed through Framestore. We've adapted it slightly just for ease of animation.
Yeah. Made it more spider-like.
Yeah.
Karen, you are some twisted. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Do you use just rotring and watercolour?
No, most of those, like these ones, are all in biro with coloured pencils. Did you see the original one? Probably about an hour and a half.
Shut up. An hour and a half? That was an hour and a half's work?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would have taken me an hour and a half. That's amazing.
Yo.
Hi.
Andrew, good to meet you. How are you?
Karen.
Welcome to Primeval. Just congratulations as well.
Thanks.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I've just seen, you've seen obviously the pictures that they've done.
No, I haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen any of them. No.
They're pretty amazing.
It's genuinely probably the most frightening creature I think they've had on this show.
So this is the floor where it all happens. We have production sketches up here, including your creature on the wall, episode 8, and also some of these models, which are creatures from the new series. As you walk down this way, I'll introduce you to Darren, who will start you off.
My first task, after receiving your rather lovely drawing, was to translate this into something that's workable for us as an animation department. Because it's very easy to visualise something as a drawing in 2D, but when that gets translated into the 3D world, there's a lot of different constraints that you have to meet, like the animators need to make this walk and fly convincingly. But what I've done is I've given it beetle wings, I've given it hard covers, and I've made the front limbs face more forward and made them more like stabbing, grappling kind of appendages. So, you know, we've got two sets. You've got the walking limbs and what essentially could be evolving into some kind of arms at the front there.
So how was the trip to Framestore? How did that go?
Yeah, it was really good to see how my creature's going to come alive on the programme.
Any idea?
I'll have to do a full autopsy. I think it's some kind of ant.
So you like the way they changed it, though? You weren't worried about any of that?
No, I thought it was really good. You can still see that it's the same creature, but I like the way the legs were more sinister looking.
We hadn't done a giant insect, and a particularly nasty-looking giant insect like your fevered imagination. So that was why he just felt complete and original and new. We have got a maggot. Did they show you that it has a maggot?
No, they haven't showed me yet. They did
right.
say something about the life cycle, but...
we felt it had to have a maggot element to it, because that's what insects do. The young version of the nasty parent is always a useful part of the story. Have you brought some stuff to show us?
Yeah, that one.
So great, isn't it?
And then I did this one after, just to have some details from it.
Where do you actually research from? From up here, or do you just some of these things you've seen?
A lot of them are from imagination, but then other ones are from dead insects I find, or ones that I go out and find in forest or garden or anywhere really.
So this cicada here would have been drawn from life, or you would just?
Yeah, I had a specimen of it. I had a dead one, so I looked at that and drew this, and then these ones were just
fine detail on that line drawing, isn't it?
Can you ever remember a point where that started? Has that just always been there? You've always just had that fascination?
Well, I don't know. When I was younger, every time I saw a film or programs that I really liked, usually nature-related ones, after the programme I would always go and draw what I could remember from it. I always used to be interested in dinosaurs and just look through books all the time at pictures of them. And eventually I kind of started remembering all the details on it.
It's a great creature. I mean, I think it's going to be brilliant in the show. The thing I really like about it is it feels real, but it's also got that really terrifying quality that you want from any really truly great creature. It's brilliant, I think.
Here on the screen, you can see the creature, and we can spin and rotate around, and you'll notice that it's actually made up of lots of little flat surfaces, and essentially that's what a 3D model is. The corner of each of these, we have little points that we can move around, and this is how we essentially edit a model. Do you want to swap seats?
Yeah.
This is the finished model. Essentially, we can actually sculpt onto the surface, as you can see there. You see, we can like really like sculpt into it and smooth areas off. Yeah, add textures in. The last thing I'll show you is the texture map, which is painted by one of our artists. This is essentially like it's like a blanket. If you imagine a blanket with the skin texture painted onto it, and then that wrapped around the creature.
There will be the anomaly. So this is when they first discover it. We see your creature reveal over here. It's going to be coming in from the roof of this transporter. They're in there, and the creature comes in onto the ceiling and surprises them and then he runs out very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's it. Excellent. The story says that it's a test track that the anomaly comes through, and that's where they find it. Yeah. And Abby's brother Jack ends up driving a Lotus car with your creature pinned onto the roof. We imagine that around here, that's where she, I think, nests. Yeah. So there are young ones in there as well. She lays her eggs right under here.
Under the...
So that she can then fire out of there. She chases Danny out here. A Lotus comes steaming along here, and we shot this yesterday, and just hit him like a bug on the windscreen.
Yeah.
Are you coming or what?
For the CGI people, I use a guide thing here, and we put it in on a different video layer so that it'll all kind of match up and do the timings. Our hero is coming out of the hangar.
We're coming in, big boy.
And then reacts and jumps through. So I would assume I'll probably cut to a different shot now. So it'd be something along these lines, probably. Right. So we've got a bit more green screen. Now the green screen there is a different element, and that's going to be for the car, because obviously you can't have the actor. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, the actor would get knocked down by the car for real. So what they do is they cheat it. So I'll show you a bit of that now. So he's basically planned. He knows that the car could help him out here. So he's teasing the creature to come out. So on a different level, we'll take the car shot. So there's the car. So now you get the car to come really close to him. Just jump out of the way in time. So the creature comes on top of here now, so I'll put him in roughly. So he's there, he's coaxing him out.
You coming or what?
You coming or what? So that's kind of a cue for the creature to come out. So, bang! There you go. So that's kind of a rough kind of feel for it. So then you watch it back. It'll be a bit silly, but it gives people an idea for timing and pace, and even the sound design. People can sort of have a look at the kind of the ideas that we're playing with. And off he goes.
We're coming in, big boy.
So this would then go off to Framestore. So they will then go and do their thing, and obviously make it look really amazing, and put saliva on it, and have it yelling and screaming and all that kind of stuff. Before it gets on, and then we'll splatting it.
Nice.
Okay, remember when you were on set, your creature was chasing Danny. The guy's running, there's nothing happening, okay? Then that goes to the tracking department, and they build it a virtual geometry of the whole shot. That's what we use to know where everything is and what the distances are between the man and all the other objects. And then we do a block of this, which is, in our case, always bright green. And this is to show just the speed, the size of the creature, roughly. Having done that, we go to animation. This is called a rig. This is basically a skeleton that you use, you know. See, that's the whole setup. See, in every little pincer, even in the face, has its own controller. See there. So it's all going like this, horrible. This is the actual finished shot. See, this is the grey version. This is how we hand it over to the next department.
So listen, I'm in France last weekend, and there's an insect which looks like a hummingbird, right? And I'm going, it's a hummingbird, and everyone's going, shut
A
up.
hummingbird hawk moth.
A what?
Hummingbird hawk moth.
A hummingbird hawk moth.
Did it have a really long tongue?
Really long
front?
thing,
Yeah.
and did the whole hummingbird thing, but looked like a big bee.
Yeah, yeah. Hummingbird hawk moth.
Hummingbird hawk moth.
I wouldn't know.
Sweet, man. I've got all my insect questions answered like that.
Yeah.
We've been rowing about this for months.
We built the creature, we've animated the creature, and now we have to light it in such a way that it looks as if it really is in the background that we put it in. Okay, so here's our light rig. We turn that on, and you can see it's like a sort of spotlight. Yeah. Part of my job is to create materials that we stick to the insect, depending on where we're pointing lights. It looks a certain way. We're talking about something like this. So it's just got a simple still backdrop, which would be typical of the episode that it's in. And then you can see where we've added some of the sort of more detailed features in the creature. Also, I'll just show you the hair, because that kind of spiky hair that you put on him, we add that on in the same way that we'd add fur to a bear or to a lion or something like that. We use exactly the same system. So you can see him here. He's a simplified version. He hasn't even got his eyes here. We have a guy called they call them groomers, and they come along with these like a virtual comb, and they adjust the length and the direction of all the hair to get back to that render. So you can see that's the close up. You can see it's there in the render. So that's how we got to that bit there.
Your creature, the insect, actually we could already, almost immediately, you could see how that would work in a story, because the creatures have to have a function that is going to work in dramatic terms.
I thought maybe they'd just have it in like one shot, but they've just gone all out and done an episode all about it, which is brilliant.
The next episode, we're in sort of future world, and there are the major guest dinosaur, the guest monster, but there's also other little bits. So I thought there's a bit where we're in a crevasse, and I thought maybe your thing would be down there. You know, it'd be a fleeting glance, and then we'd be off. But it's like
full on.
It couldn't be more. It's got more lines than I have.
And doesn't better.
Couldn't design me a new co-star. That'd be good.
One of the major things that's happened with the show, and probably with your creature as well, is that there's been a more concentrated effort on the relationship between the creature and the actual people. And I think that's been fantastic. Your creature in your show is particularly interesting to us because of its relationship with people. So we're really enjoying it.
The stinger has evolved into an ovipositor.
Well, that's a relief, isn't it?
It uses it to lay eggs inside a host. Human beings would do very nicely.
That's rank.
Nasty.
See this here?
Oh yeah, I think
Okay,
someone
so
from Frame Store showed me.
that's what I received from Frame Store. So that's a development of yours, if you know what I mean. Because this only came up with the idea possibly only about 4 weeks ago that something was going to smash on the windscreen of a car, and then there'd be pieces of it to produce an arm like that one specifically. That's what I recreated. But normally we don't do that sort of thing. We send it out to prosthetics people, or we send it out to a model maker, but because we're just so damn happy to do anything, we just went ahead and made it, which is great. And that's what the ability is here, to be able to play with stuff like that. So you did a great job, beautiful job, excellent. I hope you're really happy with the end result.
So compositing is where all of the finished bits, so your 3D creature and any elements that were shot on set come into compositing.
and the finished picture is produced out of lighting. Comes this what we call a beauty render, but actually that has lots of component parts, which gives the compositor the ability to brighten stuff up and lighten stuff down. The thing that I'm going to show you is how basically we get that lit and rendered creature into a finished shot. Here is your creature, but just the painted texture that Darren would have painted stuck onto the creature. That's your creature with your lighting on. And then right at the end down here, he's stuck over the background. The CG render gets 80% there, and then the compositor gives that extra 20% that kind of hopefully makes the creature look real. And so we've got about 12 people compositing the show, working on 2 shows at the same time. The excitement of doing it is you're delivering the finished thing.
I'm really glad I entered the competition. I never expected to win it, but obviously they liked my design, and Adrian was saying that since they first saw it, they knew that it was something that they would want in their programme, and they had never really had an insect creature before in Primeval, so yeah, I think it will be really good in the show, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
We didn't really know how this competition was going to go, and we didn't really know what to expect, and actually what we've got is one of the best creatures we've ever had, so thanks a lot, it's fantastic.
So, have you had a good day?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, been followed around with a camera all day, so it's been really busy, but yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
What's been your favourite bit of the day?
Probably seeing how much goes on behind the scenes and all, like, just how many stages there are in taking one tiny scene. So
sometimes when we have people on set visits, it can be quite tiring on top of the work we've got. But I must say that you've just been unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
We've been inspired by what you've done. So it's been fascinating.
You're like the buzz of the set today. Yeah. I am on a bike. I'm not just really small. But lovely to meet you.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
And hope you enjoy what they do with the thing, and help we do it. You know, we do you proud in the show with the acting. Hope it's realistic with the creature and stuff. So.
Thank you.
Put it there.
Yeah, there will. Oh, that's.
There's one. Look, there's another one.
There's another one. Yeah. Very good. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much.